Hello Leo, and welcome to your September reading. So if you're new here, just make sure that you check your ascendant, you check your sun sign, and check your moon sign. If you don't know how to do it, down in the description you can check it out. And that's for you to get more messages and more abilities, because this is a general reading. So just expect that this is just done for you. I mean, there are like thousands of people looking at it, so instead you get tidbits of the messages telling you, hey, you know, like your angel spirit kind of like connected with you. So hence it would be good that you subscribe, and if you're a subscriber, you're also going to be getting an invite for my lives, and generally now they are bi-weekly on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And look at this, I had a moon card either still stuck in the deck this way, but this is really telling me it's going to be something that maybe your judgment is clouded, you're not sure about kind of like how to proceed in a situation. It could be some kind of like jealousy, but it's also, what is really interesting to me in this deck is that this is full moon. Talking about full moon, September 2nd, it's full moon in Pisces, and it really can talk about some kind of emotional release, right? It's kind of like, sure, this kitty cat sees much better in the dark than humans do, but do you really see everything as it is? Because the color is changed, and there's still kind of like issues that maybe are perceived not necessarily in the way they are. So it can go both ways, that you see good things kind of like it's something that maybe needs fixing, or vice versa, that you're not seeing certain things kind of like happening, right? So let's see what else we see here for you. Seven of Fire. And which one is the first major arcana? Would be yours, the Sun reversed. And you also have the Ten of Sky in the meantime. This really talks to me about some kind of healing. Maybe you're losing hope, right? Maybe you, like, I mean, it's still adding up to that 18. It's still adding up, like, so it's 17 and 1, it's 18, right? So this is like 18 is 9. It goes back to the moon card, it goes back to Karmic, it goes back that you feel you're in a square one. And Seven of Fire is keeping, I guess, your positioning over here of some perceived quote-unquote victory, but it is really feeling a loss at the same time. So I see like victory and loss. It's almost like presenting yourself as a victor where you're really not. But luckily your card is here, which tells me that you are really not really your soul, your confidence is really not attacked, because whether it's up or down, the sun is the sun, right? Sometimes in the summer you really don't want this, like, I mean, midday sun. You really want more or less like a sunset. It's more comfortable, it's more romantic to look at it. So let's see what else do we see coming up for you this month. So there is a Six of Sky, and it's kind of like connecting to this one, right? It's kind of like talking about some kind of rumble over here, and the kitty just had it. I had enough, I'm not part of it, and you play, I'm off, I need peace. So this is really kind of like a venture from something that maybe has been tricky to navigate, something that maybe had anger, maybe that had some kind of like miscommunication, or simply that it was a struggle for quote-unquote who wins. And it sounds to me that you're tired. You did get some scratches, maybe. I love the face. It's like, you can totally kind of like see a whole bunch of emotions. They're really not hiding it. But it's clearly leaving the game, right? Six of Sky is always about transversing from a difficult situation. And there's my little lion showed up. Hey, do you love Leos? She just made me sing happy birthday for you. It's not her birthday is February, but she wants to kind of like sing along. Are we going to do that again, Safi? Because she brings luck, so the longer I keep her here, the better. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Safi. Happy birthday to you. See, that's kind of like, she didn't feel like I engaged properly. But here, guys, you are like simply not feeling that something or somebody is worth investment, where I can see that there's like still some kind of like rebellious spirit. There's like still some kind of like need or want for you to fight for something or fight for somebody. So the card is crossed with a C tone. It's the Knight of Cups reversed. And it could mean some kind of disappointment. It could mean that you assigned importance to someone that was the knight in the shining armor, and this person turns out not to be. Like when the faces, the court cards reverse in tarot, it not necessarily mean that this person is horrible, but it can talk about that there is a level of disengagement, that there's like not genuine connection, and clearly could be control, and even kind of like two-faced person. So it's kind of weird, because the sky means it's a conscious decision, right? And C means it's emotional. So you feel, and that's what makes sense over here, right? So you feel emotionally betrayed, right? And you're simply kind of like saying to yourself, you know what, I just need to cut my losses, whatever, I need to cut my losses. I'm not glad about the situation, but it is what it is, kind of a thing, right? Then you have Sky King here, and I think we had no, it was Earth Queen, not the Sky Queen. Maybe like, I mean, you really put somebody on a pedestal. It was lots of reading. I really don't like Sky King when he reverses. From all kings, he is the worst one. So Sky King, when he's upright, there's like somebody who is going to be honest to a fault. He's going to, like, so it's Libra, right? He wants to put things in balance, right? We are now going to transition of Libra. So imagine now this dude, and like, I mean, not only we are going to transition of Libra, but we are also having this Mars retrograde in Aries, and Aries is the opposite of Libra, so it's almost like double whammy if you really think about it. And also we have Mercury entering Libra on September 5th. Is going to be there until the 22nd, when it enters Scorpio. So this dude now goes out of his way to harm you, to lie, to cheat, to deceive. This dude is not even trying to, like, this guy is still going to expose his belly. Yeah, I love you so much. And then he leaves and you just don't see him, right? So something doesn't have permanence in this kind of like situation where this dude is going to be right in your face, right? So this can sometimes also talk, can talk about facing realities. And those realities can be harsh. This is a harsh card, and this is a harsh card. But this is still giving me lots of faith and hope, because you have your own card, and having the sun drawn, like, I mean, your own planet, it means that somebody's watching your back, right? So then we are looking here, the past, Earth Star. Maybe, like, I mean, somebody entered your life as a friend. Maybe there was like something, maybe something moved very slow. Earth cards are not known for speed, right? It's kind of like end speed if you really wish. And it could be, you know, kind of like learning about each other and nurturing, and maybe something progressed to the level of romance, and it kind of looks like there was like something that hasn't been really worked out. And so if you found, like, I mean, what do you call it, dream catcher, and she just decided that this is like now the good time to kind of like deal with that. So we will see if she's going to continue to entertain me here. So which means that when I'm getting so many distractions in a reading, you shouldn't get annoyed, because cards are cards. You're reading the cards that give you storyline. I can literally read energy, and when I get pointers like the cat chasing the dream catcher, this is really telling me there are lots of distractions in the situation, and those distractions are making us really hard to keep focus on a goal, right? So what is above you is cat magic, the magician, but it's reversed. A magician always gets what he wants. He always has what he needs. But like there's like something here, or somebody is using something in a situation which is the same vibration as your card. Like, right? Your card is, the Sun card is, it's not necessarily your card. This is Sun card. And the Sun card is the upgrade of the Magician, and then it will be Wheel of Fortune, and it will be the Sun. So these three cards are the same energy, except it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So this is like full energy of the Sun. Like when we come into this one energy, it's kind of like a new beginning. Something is stalling for you. Something feels imbalanced. Something feels unfair. And like you're really wondering why. Maybe this card actually simply then means like you're just keeping that peace, keeping your position. You're not, maybe it's the question of quote unquote lowering yourself. When they go low, you go high, kind of a thing, you know, situation like that, where you kind of like really don't want to, I guess, lose your own reputation or prestige, or kind of like get in a situation where you become overly reactive of some sort, right? So then what we have here is Four of Fire next. It's interesting because in spite of everything, this is suggesting, Safi, stop with the noise. There she is, still playing. Play time. So there's like somebody playful. Maybe somebody doesn't really, oops, so I'm going to lose this forever now. And this is how I lose things in this house. They just get knocked over the table. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe somebody has too many things on a table and things just like get knocked over, because in spite of everything, this seems like the things are just moving forward. This really talks about the next stage, next something, next going forward. Maybe it was like just important the situation slows down a bit. So this is your own house, and there is like this auditorium, there is like this meeting, right? There's like something that is going on. Yes. Can I finish this for Leo? You're a little mini Leo, I know. But can I finish this? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say, my little nuisance? It's time for you. I played with you. And now it's Leo's time. So 9 of Fire. In the next scene, we would see sparks from this fire flying, and everybody's like chasing in a different direction. But in this stage, this is a strategy. There is like saying to yourself, oh my gosh, you know, something kind of like didn't really give me the results. Like this is about some kind of like victory of some sort, right? I didn't really get into the results that I want, but I am willing to fight for them. And it's almost like, yes, you're going forward, but only you're saying to yourself, just one more chance. That's it. Set 2. No 2 chances, one more chance. You're giving somebody a lifeline. That's all. Get a phone call or something like that. So in the environment, we have 9 of Earth. So this is really talking about possibly people in your life. There's like somebody who has an issue being alone or being single, or is uncomfortable with their lifestyle, or kind of like wants to change things, but is not changing things because of the right kind of like things, or it could be just simple financial issues, right? The 9 of Earth is not necessarily the best, because somebody is supposed to look in their own situation. It's a 9 after all, and kind of like push things over and kind of like start a new cycle, but it seems like they're a little bit trapped in the situation. So your hopes and fears is the World reverse. So this is Karma card, it's reversed. And it could be connecting to this person that you have in your life. It might not be connecting, but the World card, when it's reversed, is like one of the cards. I'm calling a half karma card because it's happening right now. So something of a big intensity will be happening in your life. For you, that's going to be happening around the fall equinox, when we enter Libra on September 22nd. Also, we're going to have Mercury in Scorpio back then. And it's going to be lots of things happening with emotional nature, right? Where this can also talk about Mars retrograding in Aries, and that can create a stir, like especially when it comes to you stir in relationships, right? So that also starting around the 6th with the Venus, but just keep that in mind, right? It's really interesting that something wants to go forward, something will go forward, but the world is not spinning. So world needs to spin. The world needs to kind of like go in a new direction. You need to start a new process. You need to start a new stage. But the world is so much stronger card than this one. So there will be small winnings, but not big winnings. And it's almost like it's either that you are in your own way or this person is in his or her own way. So let's see where this is heading. Yeah, that's right. So this is supposed to go up and then this will be the next card. But the both are reversing. It's almost like something needs to happen. Something is predicted to happen, right? Like this is kind of like written in your book of, you know, Akashic record. It's not happening because somebody is in the way over here. And look at this, it's like one, everything is here. Like look at how many majors you have over here. So let me just clarify a few things over here. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to be under 10 minutes. And I'm going to be punished by YouTube for this. But it sucks because I like longer readings, even though it really, really makes me tired. Let's see about this. Thief. Why is this person showing up as thief? It's somebody who is grabbing, somebody who is taking things, somebody who is clearly not able to do certain things themselves, and they're taking advantage of, you know, the circumstances of some sort. It can be thief of time, or it can be thief of, you know, self-esteem and safety. Let me just see the Ten of Sky here. Love. Somebody really disappointed you. Somebody really, really did. Or you're considering something to be over, and maybe that's why you have Six of Sky and Sea Tome. There was, or it's going to be some kind of intimacy. Room always indicates closeness between the partners, and even kind of a hump, kind of like of some sort, but almost looks like that somebody's really not playing. And let me see this Sky King dude. A whole bunch of cards came through, and one of them came as a falseness and gift. Be careful. Somebody maybe thinks they're like a God's given gift to women or to men. They're not. They're not. Yeah, enemy. Enemy reversed. When enemy reverses, like, it's pretty much like Sky King. You kind of know. They tell you. They are not even hiding this. And there is like Safi just dealing with Merkaba. And again, this is really talking about your Akashic records and your own kind of like understanding of yourself. And let me see that world. The world is messenger. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of message, and the message is not clear because the world is not turning, and there's like something that you need. It's a communication. So Mercury, which is like right there, like, I mean, it's stalling. These communications are really not flowing. And this one came down here. It's like sorrow. Yeah, like this is clearly you are entering this month with some sense of pain, or some sense of, you know, you're not going to take this away from you. Like, it is a pain, it is a disappointment, but at the same time you're like really right back on your feet and saying, no, you step on my tail, you did hurt me, but you're not going to get the better of me. Now let me just check that Fool, the cat that we got, the last one. We got the wedding. It's like, as I said, there's like something written in the stars. But this is the bizarre thing, because it's not happening. Maybe you want it to happen, maybe they don't want to happen, or vice versa, or both of you want to happen. And there is like, it's interesting that I didn't get Eight of Swords, because then it would mean like you really need to stick around for circumstances to brew to be proper. But this is kind of like different. So let me just see the romance angels. Since you're the last sign I'm reading, I guess it's all worth it that you get a little longer reading. And you get passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I don't know, maybe there's lots of passion in a situation, and there's maybe not enough understanding, right? So like, I mean, I can see here, slow down, then I see a passion, then I see passion, then I see passion over here. Then you see the air, and this is kind of like adding kind of like fuel to the fire, so the fire gets bigger, right? But then you have like these earth elements kind of holding things back. So it almost looks like there was maybe some kind of repeat of something that has happened in the past. it's really weird. It is projected to go forward, and it could be that the entire month you'll be in some kind of like state of flux. Remember, it's going to be needed lots of diplomacy, lots of strategy. I want to see one more thing. Why is this coming out as teeth? Because this is giving me information about this person. This one going to come out. Reunion. Maybe you fell apart with someone, you're coming back. You need to maybe clarify the true motives of this person, and just to see if this also works for you. So Leo, very complicated reading. I mean, if you really want a reading for yourself to just go deeper in details, then contact me via cattarot.ca. Also keep following me on Instagram and Facebook to get your daily dose of tarot, where I post dailies. As I said, on live, it's a little bit different situation that is occurring because you're contributing with your energy, so hence then you get messages not only for your signs or through your sign, you get through freaking every single one. But if you're listening to later, not so much, it's only your sign. So that really works as well. So buckle up. Buckle up. It's going to be a rocky road this month. And something is written in the stars. Something needs to unfold. But for some reason, it's stalling. So I guess to be continued next month. Love you, Leo. Be good. And Safi is on your side as well. All the best.